Hi, I'm Corey, founder of Neuron. A single missed call can cost you a patient worth thousands. Let me show you the custom AI voice receptionist we build and run for you. How it answers and books around the clock, how it learns from your team, and how we keep it safe. Is Smith.ai actually worth it? And what do its own customers say once you get past the marketing page? We read its real review record, its real plan structure, and lined up 5 alternatives worth comparing before you sign anything. The short answer first. Smith.ai is a well-reviewed, live-staffed virtual receptionist service, rating roughly 4 out of 5 stars across hundreds of Trustpilot reviews, with reviewers consistently praising call quality and professionalism. Its most common complaint, straight from its own reviewers, is billing surprises once your call volume swings past a plan tier. Here's why that matters. The single most valuable moment for a small clinic or a contractor, a new caller deciding whether to book, keeps landing on whoever is busiest in the building. The front desk is mid-checkout on another line, or it's after hours and nobody's there at all. And a missed call at that exact moment does not usually come back. The caller just dials the next name on the list. Smith.ai, and every service we're about to compare, exists to answer every single time. They just do it in very different ways, at very different risk levels once your volume isn't perfectly steady. Let's start with the company everyone's already looking at. Smith.ai is a live-staffed virtual receptionist. A real agent answers following your intake script, with AI tools assisting behind the scenes. It's one of the most recognized names in the category, and its review record backs that up. Reviewers most consistently praise 2 things: call quality. Callers reportedly can't tell they've reached an answering service rather than in-house staff, and the professionalism of individual agents on the line. But here's the recurring complaint, directly from Smith.ai's own reviewers, and it's not about the AI or the agents, it's billing. The plan structure looks simple on the page: a set number of calls included, then a per-call surcharge once you go over. That surcharge, plus auto transfer charges, is exactly where a bill can land well above what the plan page implied. If your call volume is steady and comfortably fits a tier, that risk barely matters. If it swings month to month, it's where the real cost quietly lives. So before we rank the alternatives, here's exactly how we picked them. We compared Smith.ai against 4 services a small business would realistically shortlist against it, using one hard rule: every figure in this guide came from the vendor's own live pricing page, read directly, never a secondhand roundup. We deliberately left out 2 commonly mentioned names because their current pricing sits behind a sales call rather than a public page, so we couldn't verify a number the same way we could for the 5 you're about to see. That's not a knock on either company, it just means we couldn't check it today. Here are 5 services worth a shortlist in 2026, ranked in the order we'd actually consider them. Rank 1, a live phone answering service with a genuine pay-as-you-go entry tier, no required minute bundle to get started, and no setup fee or long-term contract on its standard plans. It ranks first because it's the lowest real floor of any service here, which makes it the safest starting point if you genuinely don't know your monthly call volume yet. Watch for one thing: its overage is billed by the minute, not the call, so a business with long conversations will feel that faster than a per-call plan. Rank 2, a service that sells 2 separate product lines: a human-staffed ladder and a cheaper separate AI-only ladder with no live human on the call. Its AI entry tier is the single cheapest true starting point in this whole guide, and it's the only one that publishes a standard free trial across every AI tier. Watch for this. That AI plan is a separate, less staffed product from the same company's better-known human receptionist service. Confirm which one a quote actually refers to before you sign. Rank 3, one of the most established names in live virtual receptionist services, offering round-the-clock minute-based plans, plus a standalone live chat product with a bundle discount if you take both. It ranks here on trust and track record. No additional or hidden fees for activation, onboarding, setup, or customization, straight from its own pricing page. Watch for the same thing as our first pick. Minute-based pricing penalizes long calls the same way. Rank 4 is the company this whole guide reviews: Smith.ai is a genuinely strong, well-reviewed option. It ranks fourth purely because its starting tier and its per-call surcharge sit above three of the four alternatives here, not because the service itself is weaker. For steady, predictable call volume, comfortably inside one tier, it remains a defensible pick with a real review record behind it. The risk sits entirely in what happens once volume goes unpredictable. And rank 5, honestly, is our own managed AI receptionist. Custom built and wired to your exact stack, your phone line, your booking system, your CRM, your escalation rules, then run and tuned for you over time. It answers calls and texts around the clock and escalates anything upset, urgent, or high value to a person. We rank it last on purpose. Every service above this one is a self-serve plan you can sign up for today. Ours starts with a short setup conversation instead of an instant checkout. In exchange, what you pay is scoped to your real, known call volume instead of a generic tier, so the overage guesswork disappears entirely. Zoom out for a second because the real fork across all five isn't the price tier, it's the risk structure underneath it. All four plan-based services here share the same structural risk. A good month costs the advertised starting price, a busy month costs more, because every one of them prices around an included call or minute tier with a surcharge above it. None of the four publish a flat, volume unlimited plan. A managed agent scoped to your specific business removes that surprise overage risk simply because the number is set against your actual volume, not a template. So, with five honest options on the table, how do you actually choose? Answer one question honestly first. Do you know your real monthly call volume or does it swing? Then check four things that matter more than any ranking. Then follow the rule that beats any ranking on this list. Start with the plan that matches your known call volume, run it for 30 days, and watch one number: calls answered, appointments booked, or the actual bill against the advertised price. If the bill consistently runs over the sticker price you were quoted, that's your signal. Either move up a tier or move to a model priced against your real volume instead of a generic one. If you land on wanting it scoped to your real business instead of a generic tier, here's exactly what that looks like. We wire the agent to your exact phone line, booking system, and CRM during setup. It launches in a supervised mode first, every action reviewed before a caller ever hears it, and it always escalates anything urgent, upset, or high value to a person rather than guessing. And to be direct with you, we don't have a wall of client logos to point at yet. What we can tell you honestly is that we run this exact managed pattern on our own front desk and back office. And that's the model on offer, built and corrected by a human, not switched on and abandoned. Here's the difference this makes in your actual day, not in theory. Before, a phone that rings into voicemail after hours, a front desk juggling three lines at once, and new callers quietly moving on to the next name on the list. After, every call answered in seconds, around the clock, booked straight into your real schedule, with anything sensitive handed to a person. That's the honest comparison. A pay-as-you-go floor if your volume is unknown. An AI-only plan with a free trial if price is the deciding factor. An established 24/7 brand if you want trust and track record. Smith.ai if your volume is steady and you want a reviewed, human-backed option. And a managed agent, ours, if you'd rather have it built, run, and corrected for you. If you want to see what a managed AI receptionist would look like on your own front desk, wired to your real phone, calendar, and CRM, priced against your actual call volume instead of a generic tier, that's what we do. The full review, the ranked alternatives, and the side-by-side comparison table are all at neuronhq.com/blog/Smith AI reviews, virtual receptionist. Picture life after the system. Every call answered, every lead booked, and your team finally free for the work only people can do. That's Neuron. Let's build yours.